and welcome back. Now, sorry it has been a while since I've last uploaded a video. In the last sort of, I don't know, 5 weeks or so, I've only been able to get about 2 vids out. Not due to lack of interest or anything, but mainly because I've been out enjoying myself and filming new content for you fineys. Yes, over the last 3 weeks I've been out enjoying myself in various places with various people, including the Harz Mountains, the weekend I did last weekend, and this weekend just gone I did 3 days in Thüringer Wald with the lovely Andy Man Cam. So with the last 3 weekends taken up by me out enjoying myself and working during the week, I've absolutely had no time to edit any videos whatsoever. But that being said, I have now got content to last me for God knows how many months probably. Now unfortunately this ride out isn't a particularly happy one because I'm off to the dealership because the beast is broken. Yes, Andy Man's cam fault. He took me out in the rain and it's shagged it. No, jokes aside, the bike performed beautifully, but I'd been having, prior to our 3-day trip away, a few warning lights popping up that have been disappearing after startup. Now I think it was Sunday, so yesterday on the way back from Thüringer Wald, the electronics decided to poo its pants on the way back, and I got an MTC failure, which meant no traction control, no quick shifter. It's now stuck in rain mode, and it means I can only go up to 4 to 5,000 revs. Now I'm not sure if that's to do with it being stuck in rain mode, if that's how it is in rain mode. I've never ridden it in bloody rain mode, or if it's in some sort of creep mode where it's just lobbed everything out that's not necessary, and yeah, so I've got no power. It's pokey enough from 3 to 5 grand, but oh, it was a disaster on Sunday. It happened in the morning pretty much from the off, and yeah, weather got better on Sunday. The roads were dry, and out of the bends I just had no oomph because it wouldn't rev above 5 grand. Yeah, so quick shifter has gone, and I had some issues with, I think, the rear ABS. Although I looked in the menu, I can get into the menu structure, I just can't change anything. It's just stuck in what settings it's in. And I had a few issues on the Friday where we had a bit of rain, and the rear wheel was locking up, and I had 2 or 3 issues where squirming all over the place under braking. It just felt awful. And on the Sunday, you'll see all these videos when they come out, it's properly hilarious. On Sunday we got so wet, so wet. I don't even know why we went out. We were like, yeah, sod it, let's just go for lunch, it'll be fine. It was like honking it down with rain. It was only 4 degrees, visibility was terrible, and we were completely miserable. But on that ride I had no front end at all. I had no feeling in the bike, and a couple of times I went wide on corners because I just couldn't haul the thing to a stop, not to a stop. I just couldn't, no confidence in it whatsoever. And I thought, if I squeeze these brakes any harder, then the front's going to fold and I'm going to die. Now I don't know if that was me, because we were properly freezing. But if I hadn't had these electrical faults, I would have said, yeah, okay, I'll stick my hand up. I probably just rode like a knob end. But because I've had these issues, I thought, you know, on the Sunday it was dry, and I was checking the settings on the bike. It seemed to be okay, but the bike was riding fine, and it was still wet in the morning. I had a completely different feel to the Sunday. But I don't know if that was just me, I had that in my head, or, you know, exactly, once you get something in your head, then that's how it is. But again, it wasn't till just before, I don't know, it was late morning I suppose, the warning lights all came on. I thought the engine had actually turned off. I was in a bend and I felt something go, and I looked down and saw the lights come on. I pulled over, and yeah, everything's off, which isn't the best thing to have when you've got a 180 brake horsepower beast with no traction control in the wet. I was only kind of saved because it will only rev to 5 grand, so there wasn't much danger of me lobbing it in the hedge. But still, after I'd got used to how to ride it, it was like riding a 125. I had to change gear every bloody 2 seconds. I still was able to have some fun with it, but as I said, yeah, I've got to go to the dealership now, get this bike handed over so they can bloody fix it. seems to be a problem with this bike. A friend of mine had the same issue 2 weeks ago. Something with his left switch gear was knackered, and I know that from the test bike that Bruce from Teapot 1 and Richie Vida rode, that was the issue with that bike. Something happens, I don't know, something to do with the left hand switch gear, and a friend of mine, he had to have a whole new dash, switch gear and dash, because they sent him a new switch gear and it wouldn't work with his particular dash that he had. Don't know how they do it. It had to go down to the factory, and the two of them have to be sort of paired up, if you like. So he had to have all that redone, and you know, his bike was in the shop for weeks, so hopefully that's not going to happen to me. It's still under warranty, so it's just going to go straight to the dealership. There you go, sort that mess out. That being said though, that didn't put a downer on our weekend or 3 days away at all, even though we had some pump weather in between. We had an absolute blinder, 3-day blinder, and the routes we rode, you can pretty much bin off all my videos from Sauerland, Weserbergerland, the Harz, which are all brilliant. Thüringer Wald is the place to be. The Thüringer Wald Nature Reserve is so big, we just plugged ourselves, we've got a hotel right in the middle of it, and then you can ride, you don't even have to plan routes. I planned the route that we went down there, which was an absolute perler, but when we were down there we just put in a destination where we want to go, smashed it in on curvy routes on the sat-nav, and it produced an absolute perler of a route. But as I said, all these videos will come. That's probably going to take a few more weeks though, because I've still got my Harz Mountain tour to edit. I've still got more videos to edit from Sauerland, the weekend I did with Andy Mann and Bulldog Gaz. That is all still to come. I've got some product reviews in between as well, so there is a shitload of content to come. As I said, I'm sorry that I haven't been able to produce one a week the last sort of 5-6 weeks by the time this one goes out. But as I said, that's purely for the fact that I've just been out riding, and that's what I love to do. Just getting on our bikes, putting in a destination, booking a hotel, and pissing off for a couple of days. The weekend trips are now pretty much done as we're drawing to the end of the season. We're nearly in October. I've still got some other bits and bobs to film, some cool stuff. I think on the 24th of October I'm back out on the racetrack with the pit bikes that I've done before. If you want to check out what that's like, I'll chuck a video to that in up on screen. I've done that already. That was from last year, I think. So we've got again another pit bike training course on the 24th of October, so that is pretty funny. We had a good laugh on that, so that is to come too. So we're pretty much sorted for the year. So that was just a kind of a quick update of what's been going on, what's happening, what has happened, and what's going on for the future. I shall keep you up to speed on what's happening with the bike, what was wrong with it, and what they're going to fix on it, just for information for all you fellow Super Duke R riders, or should I say the 3.0 generation Super Duke R riders, because it seems to be a bit of a theme on this bike, that there's some issues with the left switch gear and some other electronics. But you know, it happens, it is what it is. I shall prepare myself for the comment section down below. KTM, what a bag of shite, is always in the workshop. But seriously, it happens, these things happen. As long as you get looked after, all is well. So that is it for today. I shall see you on the next one. Take it easy, and I'll see you out there. Ta-ra for now.